Alright, hello everybody. Today's video is going to be about the Nice Nature banner mainly, but we'll also talk a bit about the paid banner as well as Takarazuka Kinen. Alright, we'll start off with the paid banner first, because that one is going to be something that some people do not understand. This banner has no rate up. You have 36 or 37 SSR cards, and out of all of them, only 14 are considered kind of decent for using, right? Some of the cards here are considered meta or considered like a very decent stat stick card in case you want to upgrade your deck a little bit. So we have Biko Speed, we have Super Quick Stamina, we have Bakushin Speed, we have Fine Motion Wit, we have Seiun Sky Stamina, Vodka Power, El Condor Power, Saiyan Suzuka Speed, Oguri Power, Kita-san Speed, Yukino Bijin Wit, Muteki Power, Sweep Tosho Speed, and Nice Nature Wit. Right? For Yukino Bijin Wit, she will become very relevant later on, and you only need 0 LB of her. So basically, from all of these banners over here, right, you see there are some decent cards, but more than likely, there's a bunch of other shit-ass cards. Ghost Ship Stamina and Air Shakur being some of the biggest annoyances for me. Because every time I pull one of these banners, Ghost Ship Stamina, every single time. I'm not even kidding. Right, so this banner, you could feel really good by pulling it, or you could feel horrendous by pulling it. Right? This has always been the case. It has never been anything else but this. It is just a scam banner, but it's for people who want to go and dump some money, get a random 3-star, and be like, look, I got my 3LB Fine Motion from this banner. Wow, you're so good, you're so lucky. That's pretty much what this banner is for, literally. Right? And then on the other hand, we got the Uma version of the banner, which is also everyone rate up as per normal. There's no like swimsuit Marzanski rate up. They just put the picture there just to kind of confuse you. And what happens is that you kind of pull, and then after that, everything is equivalent, and you see it's a Tokai Teiyu duplicate. It's a Oguri Cap duplicate. Oops. Well, that's pretty much how it is. Right? The odds of you getting another horse depends on how many of the horses you have already. So it's different for everyone. If you have a lot of the 3-star horses, you're more likely to not get a new horse. If you are someone with very few horses, then you can pull this banner to try and snipe a horse that you don't have. But remember that you still have an equal chance to get a duplicate. So that's pretty much it. It's literally pure gambling. If you have spare cash, you can go and dump it into here. Otherwise, I recommend, in general, for everyone, even if you do have spare cash, to just not pull this. Don't play this gambling game. Just save those gems for pulling something that is guaranteed to give you some sort of value. Nice Nature, Rico, and Kita-san Black, all of them have their big banners coming up, and all of them provide significant value for your deck. Alright, significant value. Okay, so that is pretty much the entire guide for the paid banner. We have the Takarazuka Kinen Legend race. That race basically allows you to get Majiro Ryan and Ghost Ship to 3-star. So if you do not have them at 3-star and you want to upgrade them for the upcoming Champions Meet, feel free to go and get the shards here, and then after that go and build them for Leo Cup. Notably, they are very easy to go and make also, because all they need is really just Majiro Ryan's unique. Literally, Majiro Ryan's unique for both of them. And then after that, you just need to find yourself another gambling unique if you want, like Marzanski's. But for Ryan herself, she literally is so strong, she can win with her own unique, as long as she hits number 6. So what you need for her is more speed skills to get to number 6. But sometimes she goes to number 5 because there's too many debuffers, and then you also die because debuffers hit you. So shit like that can happen. So late surges are gambling in many ways. Your stamina is gamble, and your gambling skills are gamble also. So that's it for Majiro Ryan. But for Ghost Ship, she has a very easy time because she dodges most of the debuffs by being behind, and then anchors away, lets her overtake all the horses and gets number 6 pretty easily. So she'll just activate Majiro Ryan. So yeah, that's the power of the Ghost Ship over there. And I think that's pretty much it for the Takarazuka Kinen legendaries here. Suzuka is also here, but Suzuka is already a 3-star by default, so she doesn't really need to get to any higher than that. 3-star will be the bare minimum for any horse, because that's when their unique becomes actually a 3-star unique. After that, it's all just minor stat bonuses and minor levels to the unique, which helps to buff it a little bit, but it's only a minor amount, not a major amount. Right? After that, we have Eishin Flash and Tosun Jordan. Right? For Eishin Flash and Joyous, I wrote down already in the canvas sheet that this horse is unfortunately not going to be a very, very significant horse for anything. Right? Take note, in Game Tora, her unique is currently the buffed version, it's not the old version, right? So for her, basically you have a unique that is kind of like Oguri's unique, where it gives you the speed bonus at the final straight. Yeah, sometimes it can be useful, sometimes it will actually maybe carry over into the end game, but most of the time it just acts like a Triumphant Pulse or something like that. In addition, she's meant for the medium and long distances, but they didn't give her an innate golden recovery or anything like that. They gave her Lane Legit Domain, which is a position keep skill, and they gave her in body and mind And also her stat bonuses are power and wits for a horse that's meant for medium and long. So because of all of these different problems with her, she's funnily enough probably better off in Mal than any other position because she just doesn't have an innate recovery. You can just, I guess, run her pace and forcefully put the recoveries into her, but Oguri is much easier to make than this horse for any of those pace chaser positions. Doto is also a more gambly horse. Kurun's also another gambly horse. So if you wanted higher win rates, you wouldn't really use this horse. So yeah, I'm sorry for any Eishin Flash enjoyers. This horse is a bit mismatched on release. So really not anything to look at. If you enjoy her, then sure, then go and get her. And then after that, you just forcefully feed her with golden recoveries for the longer distances, or you force her into Mal by pumping her full of Mal sparks. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much Eishin Flash for you. After Eishin Flash, we also have the banner, which is Nice Nature. I've talked about this banner in great detail, and I'll talk about it again. This banner, Nice Nature, is actually fairly usable for many champions meets. The only problem with Nice Nature is that later on, Yukino Bijin becomes a core skill to go and hunt for. Right, so let's talk about the advantages of Nice Nature first. Right, if you get Nice Nature right now, you are able to now go for the shorter CMs and use multiple wits cards, and you now have fine motion plus Nice Nature, so you can make insanely powerful late surges because Nice Nature gives you on your left. And Nice Nature wit output is not as strong as fine motion, but it is slightly below. It's not like super big gap between the two of them, but it is significantly big enough that we cannot ever compare Nice Nature with fine motion directly, right? But the thing that Nice Nature gives is that she gives on your left, and having on your left there can make a horse like Vodka, if you enjoy Vodka, insanely broken because you get Furious Feet, Majiro Ryan, Marzensky, and then after that you get on your left from a wits card, which is good, right? From a wits card. And then in addition to that, Nice Nature also has a race bonus, right? The race bonus is also very significant for make a new track. So for our Haru Unity 5 or make a new track, even in Grand Life, it is still a usable card, especially for the shorter champions meets. It will never really beat fine motion in terms of just, I want a crap ton of wits, but it's always good if you are a gambler enjoyer because you can get on your left onto your horse with a wits card. That is very significant because you don't mind putting wits card into your deck if the rest of your deck is strong enough, right? Do note, if the rest of your deck is strong enough, is very important here, right? You must have the Kita-san Black already, right? Must have it already, and then you will be able to use like Nice Nature plus a borrowed fine motion, something like that, and now you have a very powerful deck. If your deck currently does not have the Kita-san Black or any of the other significant speed cards later on, right, you will need to go and find those speed cards. Otherwise, your Nice Nature and your fine motion don't really do too much to help you. They help you get a lot of bits, but your speed is not going to get maxed, or your power is going to get really high, right? So that's a problem with the Nice Nature card here, okay? So other than that, Nice Nature card is very good and can be used for even 3 scenarios. The only one that is a bit sus is going to be in Grand Life or for any longer champions meets. Because what happens is that Yukino Bijin becomes extremely important. She gives you No Stopping Me. And No Stopping Me is the golden version of Nimble Navigator. This gets giga buffed at the year anniversary, the full year, not the half year. So at the full year anniversary, you will get a humongous acceleration skill. It will not activate all the time, but when it does activate, you get another 0.4 perfectly activated at the last spurt. So that is insanely broken, and people will hunt down this card. 0LB Bijin and Max Limit Break Bijin notably have almost no differences between each other, which means that you can just use 0LB Bijin and it will be the exact same as using the MLB one. Really exactly the same. You only use this card for skills only and nothing else. But to use this card, you need to have a good deck already. And for shorter distances, if you are playing Gambler plus Nimble Navigator, oh my god, Yukino Bijin plus Nice Nature is also a monstrous combination if you want to go and get 2 very powerful skills onto your horse. Alright, so this is pretty much why Nice Nature is such a good card. Then after that, we have Tosen Jordan Stamina. Tosen Jordan Stamina is notably somewhat of a middle child between Mayano Top Gun, which is super high rolly, or Manhattan Cafe, which is super consistent. So between these two, Tosen Jordan is like kind of in the middle, where the rainbow bonus is pretty okay, and the specialty rate is also pretty okay. Right, that's pretty much it. It's just a solid ass stamina card here, right? Tosen Jordan does come with a lot of medium skills. So if you are wanting to take out your Agnes Tachyon Wits card, for example, you can technically use Tosen Jordan to give you medium straightaways and medium corners as well. Right? You can get Pace Chaser straightaways as well, or Position Pilfer. So it's for Pace Chaser lead surges essentially. Right? You can get Lucky 7 from an event if you want to, and then after that you will generally get ramp up from a skill chain. So it's actually really solid skills card, as well as a really solid stat stick card. So definitely do not sleep on this card over here. It is actually a really solid card if you just need to get additional stamina cards, because your deck currently has no stamina cards. So yeah, that's pretty much the 2 banners here to talk about. Paid banner, generally just not recommended to anyone unless you want to feel good about yourself. And then for the Nice Nature banner, for the greatest of late surger enjoyers who wants to make their late surgers extremely powerful with that borrow on your left, for the shorter distances, it will be very significant, right? Very significant. Or if you want to use it for mediums and longs, you still can. It's just that on mediums and longs, your stamina requirement for the late surger is going to be quite tough. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it for this guide here. Thanks guys for watching. If you need more information, the canvas sheet is available, my Ko-fi is available, or you can join my Discord and you can also go and see that. And if you want to, you can also join my streams on Twitch and YouTube, which are on Wednesdays and Saturdays most of the time, or whenever I feel like it. And you can go and ask me questions there and I'll try my best to answer you. Alright, so that's pretty much it for all of this stuff here, guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye bye.